Oh, good. Okay, welcome back to Cryptographics. I cannot believe I'm saying this, but Pulsechain mainnet is actually live. Oh my God. This is a historic day. Well, yesterday was the day, but today we're actually getting a chance to see what's going on, to watch the prices, to watch everything move. It's just incredible. And so I want to welcome everybody into the chat. We have a whole lot to go through today. I'm going to be on here for at least an hour. Hopefully I can get as many questions in this AMA as humanly possible, and we can make sure that everyone is set up and ready. So let me just start welcoming people in here. Cryptic Chris, what is up? Actually, give me 2 seconds, guys. I realize I got to do one quick thing. I'm going to I need to make sure of one of the settings is turned on the back end here. There we go. Sweet. Okay, we're good. Hey guys, I didn't stack for PLS, only PLSX. I don't have any PLS to allow me. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to save your questions for a moment here. I'm going to welcome everybody in. Welcome Cryptic Chris. Welcome Santos. Welcome Yossi AV. I'm going to save your questions. Let's go here. Welcome everybody. So let's first talk about what we saw yesterday and what's been going on. I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to get out of here, get out of here, get out of here, and let's do. All right, so first things first, let's talk about what the heck just happened with the Hex price. Let's go to Deck Screener. Look at that wick. Damn. We hit a penny. For anyone that said Hex wasn't going to a penny, I mean, it went to a penny. That's crazy. I hope somebody had the limit order set there. I hope somebody bought a nice fat bag of Hex at 1 penny, but that's crazy. It's absolutely wild. Now, I don't think we're going to see much of a movement here. I wouldn't be shocked if this stays like this, because this is what Axis had said on a recent stream, was that, well, like a stock split, the price should go to about 50% of what it is now. And then if Pulsechain Hex becomes parity, then we'll get the same price as what we had originally on the Ethereum side. So very interesting there. Now, let me share my screen over to the PulseX exchange real quick, and let's take a look at what's going on over there. Where is it? PulseX. So let's go to PulseX exchange. Oh, I'm still sharing that tab. One sec, guys. Okay, let me just share my window real quick. Window. So this is it. This is the mainnet. We've got Hex. Look at let's see the ratios here. So we got 1 pulse to 3.6 pulse X. So pretty close to what I expected, honestly. I said about 2 to 4 would be the ratio. This is trending on the higher side, but that's pretty wild. So let's go to Hex and see what Hex is. 1 to 406. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty crazy. And 1 to 110 Hex to PLS. Man, these are wild ratios. Started about 30 to 1. Actually started right around what we expected to. Remember the math that I did a long time ago talking about what the ratio might be between Hex and Pulse? We started right around there, which was actually pretty cool to see how that prediction was actually somehow sort of accurate. So that's pretty damn dope. All right. So we got that straightened out. First things first, guys, if you're looking to connect to mainnet, again, pulsechain.com. I'm going to put this in the comments here. Pulsechain.com is the only place you go to get the RPC codes for mainnet. Now, if you want to connect directly to the PulseX exchange, pulsex.com. And I left the link in the chat, guys. Go there, pulsechain.com, pulsex.com. I'm going to go there real quick to show you. Now, if you haven't connected your wallet, it's very, very easy. You go to pulsechain.com. I'll show you guys how to do that right now for anyone that's just watching. And then once everyone's up to speed, then we're going to go to the chat here real quick. And let's go to Pulsechain, pulsechain.com. So see this here? You're going to basically click Add PulseX to MetaMask. You can click this, and I don't know if it's going to let me do it right now because I'm sharing my screen, but I think I'm actually already connected, so it's not going to let me do that. Yeah, so I'm already connected. I got nothing in this wallet. So you click this button here, it's going to add the RPC settings to Pulsechain. If you also go to the PulseX and you click Connect Wallet and click MetaMask, then it'll automatically connect you. You may have a few approvals you have to do in order to do that, but it's really that simple. Don't take RPC codes from anywhere else, and just be very careful out there, guys. All right. Okay, AMA time. Whew, here we go. All right, let's start off. I got a lot of chats to go through here, guys, so I'm going to try and rip to the best questions as much as I can here. Let's see. So far, there's no faucets that I'm aware of. I know freepulse.io is supposed to come up at some point, but until then, I'm not going to post it in the chat. We're waiting for that to be integrated onto mainnet. So right now, there's no faucets or anything like that. That was only for testnet. And speaking of testnet, you cannot bring tokens from testnet over to the mainnet, and you can't bridge anything in yet. If you sell anything for USDC on testnet, there is no value for USDC, so you will basically be selling into a coin that is going to zero. Like, don't do anything. If you don't know exactly what you're doing right now, don't make any moves. Don't make any moves at all. Just sit there and wait. Let's see your questions. Question one. What do you think eHex will do? I faced some issues with PX tokens. What with those still in staking mode? Okay, don't know what the issue is there. Can they get their PHEX copy? How do they need to end stake in PHEX? You don't need to do anything. You just need to open your wallet, and everything that you had on Ethereum, whether it's staked or unstaked, is the exact same in its version as is on the Pulsechain side. You don't need to do anything to claim it. Just open up your wallet, and it'll be there. It's already attached to your public address on the Pulsechain side. Let's see here. Any thoughts on how token values are calculated once the bridge opens, or does everything start at zero? So right now, everything is at zero. Here's the thing. It's a brand new situation. I don't know exactly how it's going to go, but likely what's going to happen is the person, the entity, whoever gets the first token bridge across and pairs it with anything, that should give that token a price, and then it will subsequently give everything else it's attached to a price. But someone's going to set that price originally when they create the first liquidity pool. So that person, though, I'm assuming it's something to do with or it'll be someone on the dev side, will be able to set that ratio. And so we'll see that basically between 5 p.m. Pacific time tonight and 5 p.m. Pacific time probably tomorrow night, maybe a little later, but somewhere in that ballpark here. And what we're going to be looking for is, if we go to pulseramp.com, what you'll see, I'm going to share my screen for a quick sec here. This is how you're going to know that the bridge is live. So if you come to this site here at pulseramp.com and you see this message, testnet v4, that's not live. If you see this message go away, the bridge is open. But until then, and I'll tweet it out. Richard will probably tweet it out. There's going to be a lot of ways for you to find out that it's actually live, but this is going to be the main way that you'll see if you're not looking for anyone to tell you right off the get-go. All right. Hello, I use most of my one free pulse to move my SAC and duplicates to another hardware wallet. I don't have enough pulse in my wallet to complete a swap on PulseX for more pulse. You're going to have to wait for the bridge. Yeah. You'll have to wait for the bridge. Diane Pam, how do you get a copy of Hex if your tokens were in a liquidity pool? If they were in a liquidity pool, well, they probably got drained, unless they are in a non-ETH Hex pair. Then you have to wait for a front end to Uniswap, most likely, in order to claim your tokens back. But you're probably going to have a different allocation than you put in. So you're just going to have to wait until Uniswap builds a front end to those tokens, unless it was an ETH pair. Then you basically are, unfortunately, not going to get your tokens. PulseX probably has your tokens, and you no longer have them. Let's see. There's so many people in here. Let's see. I'm just going to welcome everybody. I got Hookshot, Asman, Scott, Hexglen. We got Robert. Oh, wait, that's Ben. Where's Robert? I said Robert's name. Clicked on Ben. Robert, hello. What's up, everybody? Jack Holloway, Los Caparones, McNaz, Plexican. Oh, it's a little crackly. Okay, I'll turn it down a little bit here. How's that? That should be better. Sorry about that, guys, if it's so crackly. Tybal, Joseph, Hexland, yeah, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How to find stakes on pulsechain.com. I don't know if hex.com is, or go.hex.com is open for Pulsechain. Let's see. It says it's working. It might be working. So if you go to go.hex.com, but you just switch your network to Pulsechain, you may actually be able to see your stakes. Worst case scenario, what you can also do is you can go to app.icosa.pro. I'm going to put it in the chat here. App.icosa.pro. And if you do that, so let's go to app.icosa. Pro. And I am going to share my screen real quick so you guys can see this. So if it's not working for you at go.hex.com, you can go to this website here and your stake will show up. Now, if you're in the ICOSA realm, then if you go to HSI auctions, it's not going to work right now. But at the moment, Hex stakes will all show up here. So if you don't have, if it's not coming up on go.hex.com, which it should, but if it doesn't for whatever reason, you can also come here. And again, I put that link in the chat as well. I'll back this off a little bit here. That should be better. Yeah, sorry. I'm a little excited today, so I'm talking a little bit louder than normal, so it might be a little crackly. Let's see. Crackly mic. Okay. I hopefully I fixed the crackliness. Word up. What's up, everybody? Best way to set slippage. Let's go into PulseX. Let's share my screen. So I got connected. So we're going to go to settings at the top here. And so at the top right of the screen, this is where I'm going here, making sure you guys can see that. So the top right of the screen, I'm going to click this little gear knob. It's the settings. And what you want to do is you want to set your slippage, make sure it's automatically going to be set here at 0.5%, but just go and make sure that this is what it's set to, and you'll be good to go. You want the slippage to be as low as possible right now. Let's see. Can you show us what do you use to check the chart for PLS and PLSX and other pairs? So right now, the only place I'm aware of that you can do that is on Deck Screener. But now, okay, here's the thing I want to talk about is on Deck Screener, you're going to see a lot of people, like I'm going to show you. And now the caveat to showing you is I'm showing you this because all of these that are not the one that I'm going to show you are a scam. You can't buy PLSX on the open market. You can't buy it with Wrapped ETH. You can't buy it with USDC. You can't buy it with anything right now. It's just on the Pulsechain testnet, and you can only swap something that you have on Pulsechain testnet, or sorry, Pulsechain mainnet. I'm so used to saying Pulsechain testnet. Wow, I gotta get out of the habit of that. It's really mainnet's actually live. You can only swap it on the PulseX exchange on Pulsechain mainnet pre-bridge at the moment. You cannot buy it with Wrapped ETH. Okay, so let's go to Deck Screener. So let's go here. So if I type in PLSX, look at this. Okay, see this PLSX Wrapped ETH, PLSX Wrapped ETH. These are all scams. All of them. None of these are the real one. There is no PLSX Wrapped ETH token right now. There is, if you type in PLSX and PLS, there should be one around here somewhere. But at the moment, it doesn't even look like it's up here. So guys, if you're coming here and you see any of these are all scams. Don't click on one of these and then go and try and trade it on Uniswap. You're going to lose your money. 100%. You will lose your money. Let's see here. PLSX and Hex. So here at the top, there's a token. So if you want to see anything to do with Wrap PLS, you can go and type in Wrap WPLS PLSX, and you should see the ticker pop up from the top here. But let's go to the 3 minute or 3 month. So let's see. So this is what's going on at the moment, but there's no dollar value. This is just a ratio. There is no dollar value here. So the reason I'm showing you this is because this is the only place you can come right at the moment to see any sort of price chart, but know that don't click on anything. Like, see how in here it's trade on PulseX. If you go to a different one, it'll say trade on Uniswap. Don't go about doing anything crazy right now, guys. Like, be very, very careful about what you're clicking, what you're engaging with. Make sure everything is the right is leading you to exactly where you're intending to go. Be extra sure about what you're doing right now. Let's see. So you cannot buy the coin until the bridge goes live within the next 36 hours, probably. Once that happens, you're going to basically fund your wallet like normal, but then you're going to use pulseramp.com. And like I was just showing, in order to bridge funds over, and then you'll be able to use those funds to swap for PulseX, Pulse, Hex, anything like that. And I know I'm really behind, but if you guys are looking for a full bridge tutorial, drop a comment below. And when I get to those comments, I'll do a quick bridge tutorial on how to do everything. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah. So the network's pretty overloaded at the moment. So just be patient. Let's see if I can find, there's a K4K post. He was showing how to adjust gas or adjust the settings and get one to go through. So let me just find it real quick here and I can show you guys. Can't find it. Okay, won't worry about that right now. Okay, I'll star your question, then we'll go back to it later. Okay, let's go to PulseX Exchange. Let's talk about how to add the proper token into your MetaMask. Now, I made a video recently on how to do this. So I'm going to PulseX Exchange. And what you're going to do once you're in here, this drop-down menu should automatically have Hex in it. Should automatically have Hex in the drop-down menu on either side. And once you do that, whether it's on the top or the bottom, you'll see that there's this little fox logo right here that you want to click on. And when you click on that, it's going to bring you up a pop-up that shows Hex. And you're going to click add token to wallet. And you're done. It's really that simple. Now, if there's another token that you want to find that you can't actually find in the drop-down menu here, you have to go to info, or you just click on the top three dots here at PulseX, and then it's going to bring you to this overview page. Now, the easiest way to do this is to come to this top right pool search bar here. And if you want to add Hex, you can type in Hex. And then you'll see Hex comes up here. And then you could go to trade, and it's going to bring up Hex on this function. And then you can click the little fox logo. Now, if you want to do that for something different, let's say it's ICOSA. You can then come down here and click on ICOSA. And then you click trade. And then the same thing, that little fox logo comes up. And that's the same for anything. If it's USDC. Now, one quick note on USDC, guys, is that the USDC that's currently on PulseX will have no value. Like it's going down. Don't try and cash out right now. You cannot cash out. You cannot put anything into stable coins. There's you're going to lose money if you do that. So please, guys, don't do that. You want to go to DAI. Oh yeah, it sometimes does this where it just like doesn't allow us to go in here. So if we go DAI, let's go to USDC. It's right there. Oh man, USDC. Okay, USDC coin, trade, and then this this is one that you do want to make sure that you're clicking on the right token. Okay, so just be very diligent on what you're doing. Okay, so once you're here, now you can just click import. And here's the thing, you will know if this is the right token when you click trade, because your balance will pop up here. If it says 0, then you're trading the wrong token, and don't interact with it. Don't do anything with it. Go find the right USDC or whatever token you're trying to find. There is no copy of PulseX. If you sacrifice, you get PulseX, but there's no copy because PulseX didn't exist on the Ethereum network. You only get copies of all the ERC20 tokens, Hex, Link, SHIB, all that stuff. PX stakes, I think I've gone over this. So I'm going to skip down a little further. Let me see here. Any good questions? A bridged USDC or DAI or any bridge stablecoin will have value, but the stablecoins on there now will not have any value, and they've been tanking. Like I remember yesterday when I was on here, let's go to Pulse. Yeah, so this is already cut in half from what I was seeing yesterday. So USDC has tanked down 50% in value since yesterday. Actually, more than 50%. It was actually like probably 60% it's gone down since I saw it yesterday. So you can see, yeah, basically USDC isn't going to have any value very soon. Oh, it's cracking at any volume. Oh, interesting. Let me fix something here, guys. Sorry about that. Okay, this might be better now. Let me know here. I'm gonna zoom ahead real quick. And guys, how's my mic? How's my mic doing? Just gonna give it a moment here. Is that better? Perfect. Okay, sweet. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, I'm gonna go back. Let's see here. Okay, I see a couple super chats. I got to get to those real quick. Thank you, Motion Blur, for the $2. Is there any way to end overdue hex stakes on PLS? Yes. Like I said, so you can go to app.icosa.pro. So you can go to app.icosa.pro and you'll see your hex stakes, which you can then end, that are going to be right here in the hex tab. Or you can go to go.hex.com and you'll be able to see your stakes here. If one of these doesn't work, try the other one, but one of these will work. I already know for a fact, I checked my stuff yesterday, that this works for your hex stakes. So this is probably going to be the one that is a little more reliable right now, because I've seen it working intermittently when it comes to the go.hex.com. So okay, John Rains says, how do I transfer my sacrifice coins and my MetaMask sacrifice address to my MetaMask ledger address internally? I tried this once and it didn't go through. So basically, if you've connected your ledger, you should be able to transfer between them. I'm not sure if you can describe what you mean by just didn't go through. Maybe the transaction itself failed. Could have been a few things. I don't know. The scan still not showing up. It depends on when you bought your hex. If you bought it after May 10th, you actually wouldn't have gotten a copy. Can you discuss every parameter of Hedron that gets copied over? It's everything to do with the Hedron and Icosa ecosystem gets copied over in whatever state that's in. Whatever state that it's in. Hey, my pleasure. My pleasure. I know 3-cent hex is pretty good, man. Okay. I'm gonna be, hey man, someone's got to do it, and I'm happy to be the one to step in and help where I can. Let's see. Hey, thanks again, Motion Blur, for the $2. Is there any way to good account other stakes? There is. I'm not. Yeah. So if we go to, actually, one sec here. One sec, guys. The thing I'm looking for here. Contract. There is a way to do it. I'm not the guy to show you how to do it, though, because I actually haven't done it yet. I have not had to good account a stake. So I will defer you. I'll get an answer for you at some point here. Let's see. Hi, bro. Daniel Ortega. Hi, bro. When I try to swap, let's say PulseX for Pulse, I click enable PLSX. The enabling transaction goes on, but nothing happens. The swap option doesn't get activated. Check in your MetaMask in the activity side to see if the transaction is still pending or it went through. You cannot swap without PLS. You need to get PLS. So if you don't have any PLS, you have to wait until the bridge opens. And then you have to bring funds in and purchase some Pulse. Let's see here. Yeah, it should be. It's completely forked. It's everything's ready to go. So if you want to go stake now, you absolutely can. Let's see here. Yes. So let me just, yes, bridge lesson, bridge tutorial. Okay. Swap. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's do a bridge tutorial right now. Let's go to Pulse Ramp. Oh, hold on. I'm going to go to the right tab here. I'm just going to change from this to my window. Window, StreamYard. Cool. Okay. So this is where you're going to come. So pulseramp.com or pulseramp.com. I'm going to put this in the chat here. If anyone wants to follow along. So when you come to this website, you need to connect your wallet. You're going to press the connect wallet button. And apparently I need to refresh one time real quick. So I'm already connected. So you can press the connect wallet. It's going to connect you to the Ethereum mainnet. Now, when this goes live, it's going to show Ethereum mainnet, and this is going to show Pulsechain mainnet. Now, all you need to do, you need to make sure that you have a little bit of ETH in your wallet because you're going to have to pay for a transaction fee. And you're going to select the token that you want to bring across the bridge. Let's say it's wrapped ETH. You're going to type in 1 or 0.5 or whatever it is that you want to bridge over. And let me just actually switch the direction here. I'll bring some funds over so you guys can see how it works. Give me one sec here, guys. That's confusing. All right, so let me go to Pulsechain testnet. Why is this not working? I don't have any tokens on here right now. Okay, let me just go get some mock ERC, or I'll go get some mock DAI. One sec here, guys. And we'll go create to address. And we'll go to, oh, that's why I'm on the wrong account. I did have some, right? Okay. I'll get a little bit more TDAI real quick, and then we will come back to this. So I'll show you how to do this. So right. Oh, maybe let's connect to Web3. So there's a lot of, so here's the thing, guys. I have to do a couple extra steps here in order to get everything. Actually, you know what? We got the wrapped ETH here. Cool. So I'll use wrapped ETH. So we'll just delete that. So now it's going to say Pulsechain going to Ethereum, but this is the same process. So you're coming on here from the Ethereum side. You're going to type in your wrapped ETH. You type in whatever you want. This is as simple as it is. You click send. You're going to see here that there's a 0.1% or 0.1% fee. It's going to send you over this amount. You're going to click send. And then you're going to see a little transaction window pop up, which I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see. But you're basically going to come in here and you're going to approve. Hello, MetaMask. So you're going to pay for a fee, a gas fee, and then this is going to come up here. It's going to be transferring over. And then you would just wait. We sit here and we wait for the transaction to go through. Now, it can take a few minutes, can take 5-6 minutes sometimes, depending on just traffic. Shouldn't take too long right now. But once this goes through, then we go to our next step, which is just simply going to the PulseX exchange. So this is the bridge videos that were out there were actually really complicated in comparison to what you're going to have to do when the bridge goes live. You're already going to have everything on Ethereum. All you need to do is go to pulseramp.com, type in the amount of tokens you want to bridge over to the Pulsechain side, and then click send. It's really that simple. And then you sit here like we're doing, you grab your hot chocolate and you wait. All right, what I'll do, I'll stop screen sharing until it goes through, and then we'll keep moving forward here. Let's see. Full bridge tutorial, working on it. Okay, again, guys, there is anything on testnet is not real. You cannot bring it anywhere. It's not real money. It never will be real money. It never will have any value. It's a test token. It's a test token. It's a test token. Please don't try and send funds to the test net. Please don't try and send funds off the test net. Just be slow. Wait for the right moves. You need to understand things properly before making any crazy moves. You can bridge in ETH, stablecoins, Hex. You can bridge in any token. The bridge is essentially just the conduit to allow you to move that token from one chain to another one. And I'm not going to talk about the nuance there because there is some, but that's all you can do. So you can do that for any token because you could bridge, let's say you have Hex, you could bridge Hex over. And if you wanted to provide liquidity, you could pair Hex and Hex from Ethereum. So wrapped Hex and Pulsechain Hex on the Pulsechain side in a liquidity pool together. So now this is what it looks like. So we've approved it. We're going to close it. And now that this has happened, we now have our ETH on. We now have our ETH back over to our Ethereum side, which would have been on Pulsechain. So now we've received our 0.9 wrapped ETH. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go to app.pulsex.com. And now what we can do, we're going to switch to Pulsechain, switch network and wallet. I don't think you guys are going to see this, but I'm just switching the networks real quick. I'm just going to press the approve button. And now what we need to do is we go to the info because we're going to have to look up to find our tokens because like the actual tokens in your, like you may not see them initially in your wallet, but if we go back, I don't know if you guys noticed that, but when the pop-up happened, and I skipped ahead a little too quickly, but when the bridge finished, it asked to add wrapped ETH to the MetaMask, and you want to click that button because it's going to add the token to your MetaMask. So if you missed that like I did though, then what you want to do is you want to type in wrapped ETH, okay? And of course, there is not supposed to be any wrapped ETH here. Let's pretend this is the real one, guys. There is no wrapped ETH on testnet right now. There is no wrapped ETH. Okay, this is not real. I'm only showing you this for the example's sake. Do not use wrapped ETH until the bridge opens. So let's pretend now that I wanted this here. Then I would have basically pressed trade, go back to the swap function here, type in 0.9, and you get 3.2 PulseX. This is what I'm saying. This is not real. This is not real at all. But it's really that simple, guys. It's really that simple. It's fund your wallet, bridge it, and swap it. It's 3 steps. That's all it is. Let's see here. I'm just going to scroll down. So, guys, I'm going to scroll way down because I've missed a lot of chats. I want to catch up to more real-time comments. So, I appreciate that, Michael. Thank you. Let's see here. Let me go. Pretty much caught up now. Okay. Let me go back a little bit. Let's start with, yes, this. Doing nothing is a strat and a damn good one for most people. If you don't know exactly what you're doing, if you have to ask the question, should I? As if like, oh, it's a gamble, don't do it. Don't do things that you're not 100% sure of why you're doing it and that you're confident that it's exactly what you're intending to do. Don't gamble. Don't make moves that are you don't know why fully you're doing them. You're just risking it. If you're risking it, you're probably going to lose. Crypto freedom. Morning, brother. Good morning, graphics. Can you bridge ETH to Pulsechain, or do you need wrapped ETH before bridging? If you have ETH, it'll wrap it on the other side. So when you get it, you will, even if you have ETH and you bring it over to the other side, you'll get wrapped ETH by the time it goes across the bridge. So you don't need to wrap it pre-bridge. Let's see here. Have to wait for bridge. Yeah, you have to go wait for the bridge, or bum a couple of pulse to transact. Let's see here. If you don't have any PLS for gas, how do you get some when the bridge goes live? Well, luckily, when you're going from Ethereum to Pulsechain, you only need to have ETH to get your Pulse over there, or you only need ETH to get your tokens wrapped over there. But if you don't have any Pulse for gas fees, there's a freepulse.io faucet that we're waiting for that I haven't seen come online yet. Let me just test it here. Yeah, so it's not ready yet. I'll talk about it more when it's actually live, but it's not there yet. So it's really interesting, actually. Only the people that have Pulse right now are the people that are going to have. Oh, my camera just died. Okay. I'm going to switch the cameras here, guys. Sorry. I totally realized I forgot to charge it last night. So now you have to deal with this up close and personal camera here, which should be. There we go. Okay. Not the same quality. I know. So I'm bummed about it. I love that camera. Cool. So let's just do this. So let's go back to. Did you buy eHex after the block fork? If so, you won't get PX copies. If you bought before, you can swap PX for PLS. Exactly. Anytime, if you're buying PHEX right now, or sorry, eHex, you are not getting a copy. You're buying the dip, which is awesome, but you're not getting a copy. This is what I've been saying for the last week, is you're risking it right now if you're buying Hex, because you don't know when the block height was actually forked. And now we do know it was on May 10th. So actually, I'm very glad I said that, because for all those people who wanted to go ahead and buy, if you didn't, because you were listening to me and saying that, or wanting to get the copy, then you save yourself from not getting wrecked in that sense. When do you expect the bridge? Between 5 p.m. Pacific time today and 5 p.m. Pacific time tomorrow is my expectation. No one can determine what good is at the moment. That's subjective, and you need to decide that for yourself. I'll say this, though. I definitely do. Hold on one sec, guys. Let me check something. Why is it not on? So are super chats turned off? Oh, no. Super chats are on. They're definitely on. Let's see here. Where's my screen? Okay, I'm going to quit that. Just be my face now. Okay, so let's see. Where was I? PLS. Yeah, so back to this here. Look, the one thing I will say is that we don't know ultimately where the ratio is going to end up. So this is the thing. The ratio did start about 30 to 1 hex, or 30 pulse per hex. And then now it's moved to 110. But the thing is it could move further, and we don't know for sure. So you have to decide whether it's a good deal, because you have to think about where pulse is going to end up versus hex. I can't tell you. Let's see here. Move my tokens from a SAC address to my Trezor. They reflect on my Trezor 1 account in the front end, but not in Trezor Suite. Does it take time to reflect, as Trezor didn't add the chain yet? That's probably what it is Trezor didn't actually add the chain. So you're not going to see it on the Trezor Suite, but you will see it through MetaMask. Just know that they are attached to your wallet. Either way. Let's see here. I do. If you don't have any PLs for gas fees, how do you get some when the bridge goes live? You'll have to ask a nice human being if they can get you some, or wait until it's listed somewhere where you can buy it, or wait even till someone wraps and bridges over some pulse to the ETH side, so that way you can then buy it there and then bridge it over. That's also an option. Thank you, CSC Crypto Social Club. Let's see. Yeah, just buy wrap PLS, real one, not fake, on the ETH and bridge it to Pulsechain for the fees there. Exactly. They're supposed to, but we'll see soon. Possibly. You'll have to see if the wrapped pulse is on the Ethereum side when it gets bridged over. Otherwise, you won't have any way to actually buy anything with, even if you bridge anything over, in order to buy something on the Pulsechain side. Congratulations, Crypto Brat. Congratulations, everyone. I still can't believe we're live, man. This is crazy. And there's 330 of you in here. Oh my God. Man, if you haven't already, guys, there's 330 of you in here. Please smash that like button. If you're enjoying the stream and you know people that might like this as well, definitely go and share this out on whatever social media platform you love, or you use most. It would mean the world to me. All right, let's go here. Let's see. Hey, brother, I'm new to Hex. I bought it about 6 months ago and let it sit in my trust wallet. Does that mean I get a copy of my Hex on Pulsechain? You do, actually. And if you go to, I'll put a link in the chat. If you actually type into Google custom RPC into add a custom network to Trust Wallet, you will see that there's instructions on how to do that on Google. Let's see here. Yeah, I know. It was crazy. It was like 0.2 or no, it was like I saw 0.6 or 7 PLS for a single transaction at one point. It was wild. Another thing, let's see here. I want to show you guys something really cool. App Pulse. Let's go and see how much PulseX has been burnt already. Because this is wild. Let's take a quick pause from the questions here, guys. And let's go see how the buy and burn's doing. Holy moly. You guys seeing this? We haven't even been live 24 hours. We haven't even been live for 24 hours. And we burnt 4 billion PulseX. Are you guys seeing this? That's insane. Yeah, 0.92 pulse last transaction. Just wild, man. Just absolutely insane. All right, let me just skip ahead here. I buy, okay, let's see. Meatzak, nice. Clarification. I buy wrapped pulse on Ethereum and use ETH for gas fees. Then I buy wrapped PLS on Ethereum and use ETH for gas. When I bridge the wrapped PLS to Pulsechain and I use ETH for gas. Yep. Once my wrapped PLS is on Pulsechain, it gets unwrapped and I will just have PLS. Exactly. Let's see. When bridge is live, there will be a nice, there will be a price per coin for, yes, exactly. Okay, I'm like way behind here. All right, I'm gonna just, I'm gonna start from, I think it was around here. Yeah, so incentive token. So let's go take a look at it in the exchange real quick. Let's go to the trade incentive. Boom. Actually, let's go to the search here. I like the logo. It's actually dope. It's a super dope logo. So this token, the only way to earn this token right now, or I mean, you could swap for it if you want. Actually, what's the ratio on this? I'm just curious. Let's go pulse to incentive. Wow. Incentive is expensive. Cool. Well, if you got an incentive token, you got 100,000 pulse already. That's pretty wild. That's really cool. Wow. So, okay, what is incentive? Where do you get it? How do you get it? Yes, you can buy it on the market, but the way you earn it is by going into farms and providing, or first of all, you go to Liquidity. You have to place both PulseX and Pulse into a pool together, because the only way you can earn incentive is by coming to farms and seeing which liquidity pool you provide liquidity for in order to start the process. So now, before you rush and go take your Pulse and PulseX and go start throwing it in here, I made a video on a warning that talks about what the risks are for participating in the farms in terms of impermanent loss. You need to go watch that video. If you don't understand what impermanent loss is, if you don't understand the risks involved, you need to go watch that video. Okay. Go watch it. Continuing on. So you provide liquidity. Okay. Now you are going to get, in exchange for providing liquidity, you are going to get what's called PLP tokens. Now, if you want to participate in this, you have to then place your PLP tokens that are a representation of your liquidity position into here in order to earn incentive. That's as simple as it is. Incentive doesn't have any other game theory, doesn't have any other, at this point, Doesn't have anything else that we can talk about. It's just you place your liquidity provider tokens into this pool and you earn incentive, and it's updated pretty much every, I think it's like every 10 seconds or so. It's roughly updated. So I hope that makes sense. How would you say these ratios are currently? Impossible to say, man. I don't know where these are going to go. Hedron is a buy. It might be. I was looking at that this morning. Hedron's definitely doing some cool stuff, but the thing is we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know where everything's going to start at. We don't have a clue. So it's dangerous to play the game in terms of swapping things around right now, unless you're 100% sure. Let's see. Here, guys. Nice. Let's go back to StreamYard. Cool, smashed. Yeah, so all we're doing now is waiting for the bridge. We're just waiting for the bridge to open, and then once the bridge goes live, then we can see dollars in the exchange. We can see actual value. We'll see more trading going on, and it's going to be absolute mayhem. So just be sure, guys, that you're not clicking any odd links. You're going to official sites, so pulseramp.com, pulsechain.com, pulsex.com. Make sure you follow Richard Hart on Twitter. All the links are going to be coming from directly from Richard. I'll be retweeting them. Make sure you're only clicking those, okay? You don't want, if anyone's DMing you to do anything, to like, oh, go to this site, I heard a great deal, or like you qualified for an airdrop or something like that, ignore it. Flat out ignore it. Don't engage with anything like that. There's going to be scams popping up left, right, and center. This. Fox Muldar, thank you. Trying to save you new folks. Do not trade if you do not know what you're doing. Most will get wrecked. Exactly. If you don't know what side of the trade you're on, if you're gambling, you're probably going to lose. End of story. Let's see. You can't stake Pulse at the moment. Can we swap PLST? Do not do this yet. This is all test money, and you will basically wreck yourself. Do not do anything with the USDC on Pulsechain, because it has no value when the bridge opens. It has no value. You can't cash out using this USDC. You can't cash out. Just sit tight and wait. Let's see here. Pre-bridge is about 24 to 48 hours. So we should see it maybe 5 p.m. tonight, Pacific time, all the way till 5 p.m. tomorrow night. Let's see here. Yeah, it's just incentive token. Honestly, I kind of like it. Yeah, because it's just the network's getting spammed. Like there's so many people on the network right now. It's crazy. Let's see if we can let's go pulsechain.com. Show you guys. Check out the transactions that are going through right now. Total transactions. 26 million transactions. Look at this. Whoo. That's insane. The network is just super, super congested right now, because everybody and their dog and their cat and their grandma and the rest of their family is also on PulseX right now, probably trying to make something happen. Oh yeah, you guys can't see this. Right. Okay, switching screen. Sorry, guys. Let's see. Block Explorer. There we go. Okay, see, look at this. 10-second block time. Total transactions, 26 million already. Total blocks, 2.4 million. Like, this is crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. I've seen Hex, Pulsechain, and PulseX bring together people, lots of different colors, languages, and communities. A shared vision really brings people together. I'm always amazed at what the communities get done. Freedom unites. I couldn't agree more. Wow, 400 view in here right now. Thank you guys for being here, and congrats to all of you that just are entering. Pulsechain's live. Oh my God. Sloth, what is up, brother? Hey, man, if you want to hop on, shoot me a message and you can hang out with me here and answer some questions if you want. No need to, no pressure at all, but I'll be here still for another hour probably. So if you want to hop in, let me know. I'll hit me up on Telegram. I'll look for you. Let's see here. Let's see. I don't know why there's no other farm available at this point. There's no guarantee of the pool. So basically what I'm guessing is they want to incentivize the largest liquidity between Pulse and PulseX right now on the network. And that's why they're only choosing that pool. Probably. Well, Mintra did not rug, but incentive tokens is probably extremely overpriced, but we'll see. We'll see. Anyone that tells you what is a good or bad move, don't listen to them. Just, you have to figure out for yourself. Don't listen to other people. Take this situation to your hands, figure out what the math is. And if you don't know what the math is, don't swap. Not until there's dollar values. Let's see here. Well, we were talking about this the other day, talking about Hex price tanking in half. If you go watch my Access Alive stream, or the stream with Access Alive, you would have seen that we talked about how, or he talked about specifically, how it was likely to act kind of like a stock split, where the supply doubles and the price of each, or the original stock, cuts in half. Now, if you also watch my other streams, and what I'll do here, now I'm not a trader at all. I've been saying this for like a week. More, actually, at least. I've been talking about this for a while now, and I've been talking about it publicly for a couple weeks. Come on. All right, hold on. Just let everything load here for a sec, guys. One sec. I was thinking this is what we were going to see. And look, boom. If you go look at my live streams in the morning live streams, I've been talking about this for a while. Been talking about this for a sweet minute. So this was expected. It's not that surprising. It's still surprising how severe it was, but that's it. That's it. Let's see. So if you don't have any pulse, you'll have to wait for someone to bridge their pulse over to Ethereum, and then you're going to swap. You're going to swap something, ETH, anything you want, for pulse, and you're going to bridge that back over. Let's see. Again, no, I can't tell you that. No one can tell you that. Probably Uniswap when the bridge goes. Yeah, guys, I'm going to bring up a tweet, okay? I'm going to show you here. This is why you don't play the game trying to cash out right away. Shout out to your friend Somi. Dude's been on it. Hilarious dude. If you're listening, I love your content. Absolutely love it. Okay, let's go to... Okay, check this out, guys. Okay, so this is why you don't switch anything in pre-bridge to any stablecoins, because the stablecoins don't have any value, and they won't have any value ever until the wrapped version comes over. Then those ones will have value. And I can talk about why in a moment. But warning, I just heard a terrible story from the Pulsechain chat room. Some guy added the Pulsechain USDC liquidity by himself and then swapped his PLS into USD, which is worth 0. So he's effectively lost his whole PLS bag now and asking for help to rotate it back. Please don't be like this guy. Don't do that. I don't want to see anyone get crushed. I like the video, guys. We got 400 of you in here, 166 likes. Let's get up to 300 likes. I'd love to see that. If we can get 300 likes, that'd be amazing. It's only not even twice as many as we already have. Let's see here. We don't fully know when the centralized exchanges are going to implement Pulsechain yet, but probably when the bridge opens. Yes, exactly. You still need the native token or the gas coin in order to pay for transactions on the network. If you don't have Pulse, then you can't do it, unfortunately. Where are you at? You said Pulsechain wasn't going to launch? Took 2 years. We're here. We're finally here. People aren't burning intentionally. Let's go back. I'm going to explain what the buy and burn is for anyone that doesn't quite understand. Let's go to app.pulsex.com swap. Okay, cool. We're the right spot here. Share my screen. Okay, so you go in here to the top of the exchange and you go to burn and you see that there is literally almost 4 billion burned. Now, why is that there? Okay, so the way the exchange works is every single time you go to this trade function and you swap anything through PulseX, there is a liquidity provider fee, which is 0.29%. And of that 0.29%, 22 or 23% of the total transaction fee is routed to buy PulseX out of a liquidity pool. And then when someone goes here, when someone goes here like this, and now there's PLSX wrap PLS sitting here, they can click this and then click burn. And when they do that, you pay a gas fee and you would actually earn a little bit of PulseX. But obviously there's no significant bounty. This doesn't make sense to do. It's a waste of money at this point. But this is a feature that is designed to help PulseX, Pulse, and Hex if the liquidity gets bonded, but just mainly PulseX if the liquidity doesn't get bonded, like I think it will, to push the price up and then reduce the supply. So this feature pushes the price up and then makes the supply more scarce constantly. Yeah, exactly. The network is holding up very well. Like, I mean, there's a couple little hiccups here and there in terms of transactions failing, but it's just, I believe, because there is so much going on the network. Yeah, great volume, even without bridge or new investors. Just wait till everyone FOMOs in. Just wait till your favorite influencer is talking about Pulsechain. Just wait till your the guys who wouldn't talk about Pulsechain, now that it's live, like, oh, 14,000x new token. This token's going to the moon, blah, 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 blah. You watch. All of them are going to flip, and you watch all the volume that comes to Pulsechain. This is going to be wild. Let's see. Probably there needs to be a front end that needs to be built for that motion blur, I'm assuming. Yo, Arnold Bach, what's up, brother? It's good to see you again. It's been a minute. I hope you've been well too. I've been very busy, but very well. Let's see. Let's see here. Let me try Craig BMM. Can you talk about getting your funds into Pulse? Like say USDT Tron. Best way to go for getting the value in. I see Pulsechain Bridge. There's only on ETH tokens. Exactly. Now, I know that I think the Power City folks are making Portal X, which you should look into. I'm not too shoot a link. Okay, yeah. Let me just get Sloth a link here, guys. Crypto Sloth's coming on. I'm gonna fire him a link. One sec. Let me just invite. Copy. Where Where are you, sloth? Sweet. Okay. Okay. So go check out Power City and what Portal X is about. They may be the solution to other chains, but yeah, the Pulse Ramp bridge is going to be from ETH moving over to Pulse Chain specifically. That's going to be the best way to do it, the fastest way, most likely. So let's keep going here. That was a past rendition of PulseX. We may see that in the future, but right now we won't see that. We're going to have to wait. Oh, yeah. Every stake you have, Icosa, Hex, Hedron, whatever stake, all your Watsas, everything's copied over. Everything. It's already in the exchange here. So if you want to get the pulse correct, like you don't need the correct pulse address. You don't. It's already in your wallet. It's the native gas token. So if I share my screen in a different way here, let's see, window. Let me just go desktop. Let's just do this. You guys see my whole screen here. When you open up MetaMask, PLS is automatically in your wallet. You don't need to add it. If this is a fresh wallet, this is what it looks like. 0 PLS or however many PLS you have in it. You don't need to add PLS. You don't need to add PLS. You don't need to add PLS. I'll defer you to Richard Hart's conversations on why he wanted to do that. He wanted to give an option for people to switch things around with possibly zero tax implications because there's no value involved. But that'll be up to you to decide. Let's see here. Do you believe in parity? I do, actually. I think it's going to happen. I don't know how fast it's going to happen, but I do see it happening pretty quickly. Yeah, I mean, everyone kind of was thinking this. So everyone, it didn't really surprise anybody, but yeah, the severity of it was kind of like, whoa, but still. I invested in Hex with the thought that I'll be able to trade my Hex for PLS, but I can't do this. I haven't got PLS. Right. You need PLS. So if you don't have any PLS, then unfortunately you just have to sit tight and wait until you can get your hands on some to bridge over. Let's see here. Okay, I'm way behind. Yeah, honestly, this is shout out to Somi. He's on it. This dude, you can tell he's got experience. He drops some seriously good content every single time he releases a video. And it's sticky too because he's hilarious and the lessons are awesome. So shout out to you if you're listening. Let's see. Let's keep going. No, you need PLS to do anything on the Pulse Chain network. Greetings from the moon. Yeah, let us know how it is. We'll meet you there soon. Give us a few weeks. Let's see. Yep. So you'll have to bridge everything over like I've gone. Now, if you go back in this video, I've already covered that. So go check that out and I'll show you how to bridge everything over. You basically go to the pulseramp.com bridge, move it over to the Pulse Chain side, and then as long as you have Pulse, swap for whatever token you want. That could be wild. Let's see here. Let's do. Maybe soon, my man. Let's see. Anybody think a target might no. Amazing. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna skip ahead here and just see where we're at with the chat. Let's see here. Yes, you could. If you sacrifice for PLSX, you should have one whole PLS in your wallet that you were given, and then you could use that for gas. But again, you can, but should you? That's up to you. I'm not going to say you should or shouldn't. Most people should just sit on their hands. You should know exactly why you're doing what you're doing. My pleasure. My pleasure. Got to make sure you guys are all ready to rock. No one's making mistakes or trying to mitigate that, because obviously they're going to happen. All right. Let's see here. All right. Sloth might be here in a bit. Let's see. Did we get a free copy for those who sacrificed for PulseX? No, you got your PulseX. You got airdropped PulseX for sacrificing. There's no copy of PulseX. You only just get PulseX. All right, let's see here. What do you mean by too big? I would love to know what you mean by that. Yeah, if you sacrifice for the PulseX, if you sacrifice for PulseX, you definitely got one pulse. Let's see here. Okay, so I'll go over this one more time because this is important to understand. So if you just bridge your tokens over to the Pulsechain mainnet, then you're not going to have any pulse. So what you'll have to do is you're going to need to buy pulse on Ethereum, because someone will have bridged, hopefully, pulse from the Pulsechain side to Ethereum and have paired it in a pool, probably with ETH or something like that, or maybe Pulse, or with Hex. And when that happens, you need to go buy some pulse and then bridge that over to the Pulsechain side so you have your gas. And then you can send over whatever else, or in no particular order. You can do Pulse first or USDC first, but you need to make sure you do 2 transactions. One of them is for Pulse and bridge Pulse over. The second one is to bridge over the token you want to bridge over to then swap for whatever it is you want to swap. This is so funny that this is true. Richard Hart said mid-May last year, and oh my God, it's mid-May. You can't make this up, man. You really can't. Between 5 p.m. Pacific time today, so the next 6 hours, and 24 hours after that. So 5 p.m. to 5 p.m. between Saturday night to Sunday night. Let's see. So if you go to the PulseX exchange and you just refresh this, you'll see PulseX pop up. If you connect your wallet, it'll show you your balance. And then you can just click this little fox here, and it'll actually add PLSX to your wallet. You can't see the little pop-up, but your MetaMask will pop up, and you can just add it to your wallet. Yeah, I know. Yeah, same questions over and over. I'll try to get to the ones that haven't been hit, guys. If it's the same question that I've done earlier, I am going to actually just defer you to the previous answers that I gave. Let's see. What was I just saying? Yes. Now there's talk about a protocol. So the question is, in order to stake PLS, do we have to be a validator, or can we somehow delegate our pulse to validators? At this point, you can't delegate. There might be something coming down the road, but at this point, the only way to stake is to actually be a validator yourself. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. There is no faucet just yet. So no one can tell you if it's a good time to get eHex, but at a 50% discount from what it was just at, some would consider it a good discount. Now you have to decide what you want to do. You have to look at the whole situation, the big picture, and decide if you want to buy eHex, if you want to wait and buy something else. I can't tell you. I'm not going to tell you. Let's see. Nope, because you need PLS in order to do that swap on mainnet. This. The bridge will only need the ETH gas to bridge into Pulsechain. We'll be able to swap ETH for PLS on Ethereum first. You should be able to. You should be able to swap on Ethereum side, ETH for Pulse, and then bridge that Pulse over. You cannot. You have to wait for the bridge. Let's see here. How much PLS is being burned compared to PLSX? Seems there is so much more PLSX being burned. Let me see if I can find. Let me show you guys. Let's see. So far as burnt 300 million Pulse has been burnt so far, I believe, and there's about 4 billion, so about 13x more PulseX is being burnt than Pulse currently. That's crazy. Yeah, thank you to all you guys who are helping out in chat too. Shout out to you guys. Really appreciate it. It's hard to get to all the questions as we go here, so that's great. I appreciate it so much. Let's see here. Yes, exactly. Exactly. How do I scan my ERC tokens on Pulsechain? Go to, I'm going to put the link in the chat here. What you're going to do is you're going to come to this website. I'm going to put this in the chat. And you're going to go to the PRC 20 token scanner, and you're going to click the scan button. And it's going to scan through all the PRC 20s that you could possibly have. And anytime something hits, it's going to pop up and ask you to add it to your MetaMask. Not at all. Uni and PLSX are not the same. They are not the same at all. And PLS and ETH is even different. You can't compare them. These are the two different, they're 4 completely different tokens and how they're going to be valued, how they're going to perform, how people are going to use them, how they're going to burn. Is it safe to send USDC from one wallet to another at the moment? Yeah, you can send tokens from wallet to wallet, but just be safe with what you're doing. Yes, it's safe though. Let's see here. Again, USDC on Pulsechain though is pretty much worthless. I mean, it's gone down 50% in value over the last 24 hours. Not even. No, like 14 hours. 14 or 15 hours. It's gone down 50% in value. So it's tanking pretty quick. Don't understand. Is it ETH chain on my Ledger device to use? I don't understand your question, my friend. If you can reword that just in a way that I can understand, I can answer that for you. Let's see here. All right. Yes. So, hey, bro, where can we get the PLSX token contract to add to MetaMask? On PLS not on my computer yet, waiting for the bridge. So, super simple. Again, pulsex.com, or sorry, go to pulsex.com, click on where it says PulseX at the very top. You can check out PulseX, click on PulseX, and then you're going to see, you got to connect your wallet. Once your wallet is connected, you're going to click on this little fox here. If PulseX doesn't show up initially, click the drop-down menu, select PulseX, and then click the little fox, and it's going to open up your MetaMask to add that token to your wallet. It's really that simple. What does the bridge opening depend on? The bridge opening depends on when Richard and his team decide to open it up. So we're just waiting probably till between 5 p.m. tonight and 5 p.m. on Sunday night Pacific time. I'm not sure. I don't use Trust Wallet at the moment, so I couldn't actually tell you. No investment advice here, but Crypto Khalil says, or Khalil Crypto says, I'm thinking about buying Pulsechain on the next dip, maybe when SAC holders sell. All thoughts? You're trying to play the trading game. I think consistency is probably the better way to do it, and to just chip away, be consistent over time, because you may not get that dip. Every time you swap one token for another, you have to enable, if you haven't actually used that token before. If you're swapping Hex for something else, you have to enable Hex on PulseX first in order to do that. Let's see. Yeah, so when the bridge opens, we're going to see a first liquidity pair made probably with something like PLS, and we'll see everything else subsequently get prices. It should be a pretty quick procedure. As soon as the bridge opens, boom, we should see pricing come in. Let's see here. What is the best way to buy? You can't buy it yet. You can't buy it yet. Again, I've said this times, go back in the video, maybe even 5 minutes or so. I probably said it there. No, I'm not worried about it. When Hex goes up in value, that's going to trigger a whole nice chain reaction of what I expect to be the catalyst to help ICOSA go up. All right, guys. I don't understand why I couldn't swap for more PLS with PulseX because I have one pulse in the wallet for gas fees. I'm not sure what your question is there, my man. It might have just been a failed transaction because the network was all clogged up. Let's see here. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm not seeing. Oh, wait, here we go. Does the hard fork double the original hex supply? Well, this is actually a great question because no, they're two independent hexes. They're both independent. So Hex on Pulsechain will have 600 something billion Hex, and Hex on Ethereum will also have that same amount of Hex, but they are, you can't like interchange them in terms, like they're not the same thing. They're two different tokens, but they're a version of the same token, but they're two completely independent tokens with their own parameters, their own T-share rate, their own prices, their own holders, their own stakers. It's completely different. Again, just answer that. Are we at 4 billion now? Nice. Oh, I didn't even. Okay, let's see here. One sec, guys. Man. Where are we at with the burn? 4 billion. That's crazy. That's freaking crazy, man. Look at that. Yeah. The market will set the price via the bridge. Let's see. You cannot find your Ethereum hex stakes on Pulse. Your Ethereum hex stakes are on Ethereum, and your Pulse hex stakes are on Pulse. They are two separate networks. Okay, let's see here, guys. Lots of chats coming in here. Again, guys, if you haven't already, make sure you smash that like button. Up to 243 guys. Let's get up to 300. If we got 60 of you that are in here, if you guys could smash that like, that would be freaking sweet. Let's go back to the chat. Probably a lot. So the question is, when the bridge opens, how crazy can the prices fluctuate? A ton, because you're going to see a lot of people coming in with actual dollars. You're going to see the price running up. You're going to see people taking profits. You're going to see everything kind of just doing this like crazy. And I don't know which way it's going to go. I don't know if it's going to stay flat or if it's going to go up or if it's going to go down. I have no idea. No one has any idea what's going to happen here. Total supply is about 143 trillion, but user supply, that's non-OA supply, is about 17 trillion. Hey, Samuel Guerra, thank you. I appreciate the 1999. And thank you all for being here. It's so cool to be here on the day after Pulsechain launches with 400 of you, making sure everyone is educated and knows what they're doing. Thank you so much. It means the world. Let's see. Crash 709. And of course, if I have Hex on Ethereum, then I have the same amount of Hex on Pulse now. If you got in before May 10th, yes, you will. No, there's no right or wrong here. You have to make a decision. There's no, like, you shouldn't just go ahead and do something. You should understand why you're doing it. You shouldn't just get something for the sake of getting it, because you could really wreck yourself. Okay, I'm gonna say this for the last time here, guys, or maybe not, probably not. I'll probably have to say it again. Whatever, it is what it is. USDC that got copied over, DAI that got copied over, any stable coins that got copied over on the Pulsechain at the Pulsechain fork will not have any value. Don't try and cash out to them or using them. Don't bridge them back over. Just let them go. Like, use them for a swap for whatever they're worth if you really think that it's a good idea. But don't cash out. Don't try and cash out into USDC that's currently on PulseX. Don't try and bring that USDC over to the Ethereum mainnet. It's going to be pretty much worse or worthless. Hey, no problem, Crypto 420. No problem. Let's see here. No, not yet. The pools actually aren't open at the moment. So if we go to earn pools, there's nothing in here right now. Nothing in here. Let's see. Did I see another one? Did I miss a super chat? I swear it's showing me. That's weird. It's showing me 2 super chats on YouTube here. Huh. If there was 2, thank you, man. That's crazy. Thank you. Let's see. I don't see my staked Hedron or Icosa or Hex. Go to app.icosa.pro. Pro. No, you cannot yet. You cannot yet. There's no listings for Pulse or PulseX on Coinbase. If you see those, they're not real. There are no such thing as Pulse stakes right now. Oh, that's the wrong one. Yeah. Sorry, Ed. There's no Pulse. You can't stake your Pulse unless you're validated right now. Yeah. See, this is the type of, like, this is what would have been the best strategy out of the get-go, is whatever USDC or stablecoins you got on the copy is to just move them somewhere else as quick as possible, because they're not going to have any value. Let's see here. Just give it time. Just give it time. Give it like 2 more days and everything's about to change. You're going to have to go type into Google, add custom network to Trust Wallet, and you should see the article that Trust has provided where you can actually go ahead and connect. Let's see. Just be patient and wait for dollar values if you don't know what you're doing. So you can actually see what the value of one token is to another. It'll be much easier for you to make a decision when you can see the actual dollar value. Let's see here. It has. Yes, it has. All right, guys. I'm actually getting pretty wiped. I don't know if I can keep going for much longer here. So if you have any final questions, go ahead and drop them in the chat now, and I'll get to the best ones. I'll get to the best ones, the best one or two here, and then I will head out. Make sure you like that or smash that like button. Make sure you're subscribed, guys. I have a ton of videos coming on this on mainnet. So make sure you're click the bell notification. Man, I am tired. Also, guys, if you want coaching, I do coaching on this stuff. So I have calls. I have 30-minute calls. I have 1-hour calls. If you need someone to coach you through this stuff on the steps to make sure you're all set up, check that out. Might be for you. I also have a donation address down in the description if anyone feels like they want to donate. No pressure, obviously, whatsoever, but it's there. If you feel called to, it would mean the world. Let's see. Yeah, those ratios won't show up on the PulseX exchange quite yet, not until the bridge has opened up and we see actual dollar values. Let's see. Thank you, sir. Great live. And how and where could I see Icosa staking an essay on Pulsechain? Go to app.icosa.pro. I have a video showing how to connect your ledger to your MetaMask, but I don't have one specifically. So basically all you do is you do the video that I have on integrating ledger into MetaMask, and then just swap between or just send between your accounts. All right, guys. Yep. I'm going to call her there. I'm absolutely wiped. Oh, man. Thank you guys for all coming and hanging out with me. We got 390 you in here on this crazy historic day. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. I hope you guys get out and enjoy some sun wherever you are. And it's just going to be amazing to watch this all unfold over the coming days, weeks, months, and maybe even years. So couldn't be happier to be a part of this community. Thank you all for joining me. Like I said, I do coaching calls if anyone needs some one-on-one coaching. Down in the link description, there's a donation link as well if you feel called to do that. I've also got a book somewhere over here on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description here if anyone wants to pick up a copy of that. But also, if you go to cryptographics.com, I've also got a free version of that, which you can find or which you can basically get. Oh, man, hold on. Link in the description is going to be this guy here. If anyone wants a bookity book, go here, cryptographics.com, to get the free version of the PDF version of the book. And that's it, guys. That's it. That's all. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. I'll probably be on stream tomorrow at some point. I'll be streaming every day throughout the week at 9 p.m. Pacific time. Expect videos all over the weekend. And yeah, thank you guys. I will see you guys very soon.